whatever the methods, some of the methods like info, warning, error, all these things. So info, warning, and error, these kind of methods we are using, and check failed we are using. So these are all the methods will be available in global class. Let me show you that. We go to classes. If you go to this global class, we will see like some of the X++ coding techniques also, maybe in further classes. I'll show you separately. One session I'll plan it only for the to understand like requirement. How do we approach? How do we start the debugging? Where we can put the debugging? I mean trigger, in which trigger point we can put. If you don't know anything, like from where we can start. So we'll have a separate session for all those techniques. Okay, once we go to this global class, so you can see like info. You can see whatever the info we are using directly. So that these are all the methods in the global class. These all the methods are static methods. Let me show you. It's opening. So we can use info, and we can use warning. We can use error. Three types of info related methods. Info is only to show the information. Warning will show in the form of yellow color, that to notify that it's kind of warning. Error, error message is to show as a error. Okay, so this is the method. It's a static method. Static return type is exception. Method name is info. Okay, so similarly we can see warning method and error method. All the methods are static methods. So
These are
generally,
same
yes,
like JavaScript methods.
no, these methods actually we can call directly by using the class name. We don't have to create any object. Static methods are
Okay.
nothing but they are independent.
Okay. Okay. Without creating object, we can use static
Yeah,
methods.
without creating any object, what we can do, we can
Mm.
simply use that class name global, and using scope resolution, we can call them something like this. Sorry, something like this. Not only this one, if you have any static method in your class, you can put that class name with scope resolution. We can call those methods static methods. Static methods are independent methods. We don't have to create any object. Okay. So generally in see this global class, if you need any method which you may need to use it in entire application somewhere you want it, we can create out some of the methods here in the global class. All the methods are static methods, that regular usage methods in the entire application. So what is here what we are doing, even since if you add the method in the global class, you don't have to even put the class name also. You can directly use the method name and you can use it. That's what we are doing, right? For example, let me go to this runnable class. If I put like info, I am using it directly, right? I am not using the global. Similarly, I can use a check failed. Check failed is the method. It will return the boolean default false value. So you can show the info also. Check failed will show the warning. Somewhere actually based on your condition, you have to return the false value with message, for example. So how I have done some time back is an extension. What I am doing, I wanted to show the info, and parallelly I have to put the value, false value. So if we call this method check failed, it will show the info, warning, with it will give the false value, because I need false value here. It has to return false, and my condition is getting true. I have to return false. Okay. Anyway, this concepts and all this the examples we'll discuss later. So I'm just giving you an idea, like whatever the methods, the general methods, info, warning, error, check failed, all these methods, how we are using, from where we are getting it. They are, all the methods are in global class. I hope you guys are clear with this. Any doubts on this concept?
No.
Okay. So yesterday we were talking about classes, class basics, and inheritance, and the overriding concepts. So today let's talk about some new things like working with queries. I'm sorry, working with queries. So we have already seen how to create a query object. Okay. So as we have already discussed about queries, there are three ways we can create queries. One is query object, select queries. Third one is query classes. Okay. So what do we do now? I'm going to talk about this select queries, and let's see that select queries syntaxes and all those things, and we'll see some of the examples. Then we'll go with the query classes. So writing code in the sense, as we are slowly getting into the coding part. So I hope you understand, like we'll create a classes and we'll add some logic in the methods. And to call those methods, we'll create a object for that class and we can call those methods. And so similarly, we'll see this queries concept. Then again, we'll go back to the, methods concept, like in terms of table, in the table level methods, how do we use the override methods, how do we create the new methods, how to use the event handlers, and all those things we'll see. And once we do that table level methods and form level methods, then we'll try some examples, like some of the scenarios, how to work with them. So the different kind of scenarios we'll see, like some of the scenarios. Then we'll go to the next concept. Okay. So let me talk about this classes. Queries. So I just want to show you the basic syntax and what are all the parameters we can use it and all. Then I'll show you some examples. So first of all, what is select statement? So select statement is the statement which we can use it to retrieve the data from the database, from the tables. Okay. So this is the select statement syntax. So select is the keyword. Okay. So we'll use the select keyword and select and with the table name. Table in the sense parameters here. So select parameters. So what kind of parameters we'll use it? You can see here. Let me zoom it. So for example, like parameters in the sense find options, field list, and table buffer variable, and index classes, class, and options, and where class and joins. Different parameters we can use it. Okay. If you talk about find options again, what kind of find options we'll have? You can see all these find options. If you see field list, what is field list? Field or multiple field list. Okay. And on specific, if you talk about table buffer is nothing but whatever the data we would like to get it from that specific table, we'll create a table buffer, we'll use it. Okay. So similarly, we'll have different types of parameters here, different parameters, whatever we are seeing in this parameter part. Okay. Index class, whatever the index we have created in the table, that index we can use it. Where class, we can add the expression, where class expression. I'll show you an example so that you will understand. For example, I'm just taking one runnable class. Okay. In this runnable class, this is actually it's a macro. We'll discuss macros a little later. So what I'm going to do now, so I have taken a runnable class and I have a main method in runnable class. Now what I would like to do, I'm going to create one select statement. So to do that select statement, so definitely we have to create a buffer. What is the buffer? How do we create a variables? Similarly, for a table, we can create a table buffer. For example, take first table. First table is the customer table. Okay, I'm creating cust table buffer. So this is how we'll create. Okay, so I need to get a record from the cust table. So now I'm writing the select statement. Select star from, it's automatically taken. No. Oh my god, the intelligence is working very differently. So when you put select star from, if you give space, it's automatically taking from the above because it's in the next line, right? It's automatically taking intelligence. Okay, so select star from cust table. So this is the simple select statement. So what we are doing, select star is nothing but to get all the field list, and from cust table is the table buffer. Okay, your guys, and I mean it's a very simple statement. I think so your guys are understanding. So this cust table buffer contains the complete one record. Okay, so select statement will always gets the one record. Okay, if you want to print that values, if you want to show that values, you can write info. Okay, percentile 1 comma percentile 2 comma percentile 3, something like this. Okay, if you want to show 3 field values, you can show like based on your need. By using this cust table buffer, you'll get the first record dot account number comma buffer dot bank account comma cust table dot. You put dot, it has to show the fields. It has to show the table buffer reference values. I mean fields or whatever it is blocked, for example. Close, close, done. So we'll get one record, complete record. If you have like 100 fields, at 100 fields, one record you will get it. So we have done that select statement. I have got that record and I'm using in info. So in real time, generally based on your need, you may use those values to update something, or you may need to insert something, or based on your need, you will use it. In this example, I'm showing in info. Saving this, let me make this class as a, so here for every object, I don't have any folders, right? So to get that folders, when you are creating a new object, you have to go to Dynamics 365, go to options, and here you will have the option called projects. And if you go to that project, you can select the organize projects by element type. If you set that, whenever you add a new object, it's automatically it will create a project, it will create a folder for that specific object, and it will add into it. Okay, so but anyway, from next object it will take care. So I'm setting that this runnable class as a startup object. Then I'm adding this project as a startup project. So now ready. Then I'm running from here. Let's see how much time it will take. I think so it should be very quick now. This is my own server environment. There were build errors. So see, if you find some errors, it will show like this because I have not built before running it. So see, let's see that build errors. What is this? It's showing a reference to the dynamic contact person. So what is the basin on this one? It's not built. It was showing the earlier one. This one it is showing not saved. Let me build this and see what is that error. This is public static body. Reference. Yeah. Can you guys Get me why we are getting this error? Anybody can guess and let me know. So try to understand custom table. We are using it currently. What is my model where I am working? The fleet management. Okay. So I need to make sure like custom table, whatever the table I'm using, that table is in which model. Okay. Custom table. Custom table is in application suite. Yeah, this is fine. So if I go to my model, this fleet management, I need to make sure it is assigned with custom table. I mean application suite. It's assigned with application suite. Let me build this. I'm just building this project.
I think it is asking for some reference of customer contact person also.
Yeah, right, exactly. So contact person. So we need to see that. So we need to identify like something like this. So you will get like when you're working in real time like this. So if you see here, a contact person ID, contact person management. So let me do that then. Go to this update model parameter and fleet management. You will get it the same issue like if you have your own model also. So this is the one. So this is how you'll get the issues actually in real time. So you need to fix them actually. You guys are understanding, right? So let me build and see now. Okay. So build is completed now. There is no any issue. So that is the issue. Once you build it, they will come to know like what is the issue, and it will show you in the error actually what is missing, something you are need to add as a update as a model parameters and all. So now I'm running this and see what is the output I get. So this is simple select. Uh, so as we have seen, like we can put the field list. If you put select star, it will take all the fields. If you have like 100 fields, it will take all the fields. So if you want to use it only like 3 fields, you can mention like 3 fields as a field list. Select like account name, comma, bank account, comma, mm, logged, comma. That 3 fields you can specify. I'll show you that.
So if there are 100 fields in this table,
Mm.
then we need to mention all of them, like percentile 4 and then customer table dot. Uh,
If you want to show in the info, you have to mention it.
okay.
Yeah, of course, you
So
have to do.
there's no way, like if we are selecting this table, select star from cust table.
Mm.
So it should give all the records. Like
All the records. It will not give all the fields. It will give all the records. You can use while loop, while select. It will loop all the
okay.
record by record. But if you want to show that field specific value in info, or if you want to use it somewhere, definitely you have to put that table buffer dot that field.
If we don't mention anything here,
Mm.
so we can get all the fields. Like here we are mentioning specific fields that we need these fields.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Actually, here we are mentioning that we want this account num field, bank account field, and this blocked field, right?
Mm.
When
Mm.
if we don't mention anything here, just
Mm.
the output of this select star from cust table,
Mm.
so that we can get all the fields.
No, no, no. How it will get? I have to put the company. I'm specifying yes or no.
Okay,
How do
so
you get actually this table?
so
This see, this
so
table
we need.
this table buffer contains complete record. If you
Okay.
don't specify anything, like how it will refer percentile and what it will refer.
Okay. No,
Mm.
I'm just saying that if you want, for
No, you
example,
cannot do that. I understand. I
there
understand
are
your concern.
100 of fields.
100 fields. See, you wanted to use it here. You see, that's what. Whatever the fields you want, you have to specify it. There is
Yeah,
no way that you can, if you put like one value and it will take all the fields and show it.
yeah. That will be
Think
a
logically how it will show. Like if you have 100
yeah,
fields,
yeah.
only one buffer, how it will show all the field values.
Yeah,
Buffer
yeah.
contains complete record.
Okay, so there's no way to show all the fields without mentioning, like if there are
Without
100
mentioning, you
fields,
can
so
do that.
we need to mention all the fields.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Mm. There are some other concepts are there. If you want to take that complete record from one buffer to another buffer, we can do it in single line. But getting the values and showing it, definitely we have to call that field and you have to show it. Understanding?
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
Do you have anything like that in Java?
No, there's no specific thing like this in Java.
So if you
Actually,
see
in
here,
Java,
we got DE001 is the customer ID, and bank account is null. We have not received it. We haven't get any value. Blocked value is no. Okay. 3 field values we have specified, right? This is USMF. Company is USMF. I have mentioned that USMF in the project properties.
okay, so this is the first record in this buffer table.
Yeah.
So if we want to get the second record, then
1 minute. Let me open this. See, select statement will get default on first record, one record. Okay. If you want
okay,
to get second record means we have to write some other logic to get it. So
okay,
if you want to get multiple records, all the records from the table, we can use it while select statement.
okay,
Okay.
okay, okay,
If you want to get only specific second record means you have to put some condition, right?
okay.
So If you go to accounts receivables, customers, all customers, we have to write some where class to pick that specific record. You'll see that. So DE hyphen 001. So if you want to specify field list, you can specify like this. Account num field, we should know that field names. You have to put that field names. You can specify like this. The field names you can specify. Okay. Select that field list from cust table. Something like this. Okay. So if you see this DE hyphen 001 is the first record. Okay. Maybe you can put like customer group or currency. Will be. I'll do that. Field name is cust group.
So basically, this is hard coded where there is no dynamic values we are using.
What we are doing hard code here?
You are assigning these fields name, so we will
Where
get these.
which hard code I am doing? This is not hard code. Who told you it's hard coding? Hard coding in the sense if you are putting any value, comparing any values. These are not values, right? It's a table field names. Field names will not change, right?
Yeah.
How can you say it's a hard code? Hard coding in the sense like if you are putting some values. Okay.
Okay.
So that we can call it as a hard coding. Values in the sense if you are checking some condition. Okay. So this is how
Okay.
we are setting up. This is field list. Now I have to get it only from specific record. Now I am putting where class. Where
Mhm.
cust table dot account num. Shit. So account num double equal to, now I am putting hard code values. Maybe I'll put some other US hyphen 001. So this value we call it as hard coding. These are all not hard coding. These are all the table fields. You can go to table and you can see these field names. The table level. Right click on this cust table. Go to definition. It will open the table here. The designer. You can see the fields here. Expand the fields and you can see. Okay.
Okay.
Cust group you can see. Okay. Account num you can see. Currency. These are all the fields. If you see here, so this is how we have written now. So I have added the field list from cust table where cust table at account num US hyphen 00. But in real time, you will not do this hard coding. Definitely, you will get this reference value from some other place or some other. It will be like in variable or somewhere else. Okay, now it will bring only this record.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
What else we can see? So we have find options also, like first only, first fast, first 10, first 100. Those things also we can use it. You can add the index class also. You can add the index int. So what is the index? Unique index in this table. You can add that index here. So account IDX. Copy this name, this index, and use it in your coding. It will take, while fetching the data also, it will consider by index, by this index, and it will fetch the data. Okay. So this is the select statement. This is how we can use it. And if you want to get some, we have some average functions. So for example, select sum of, let me take one more table buffer. I'm taking constraints. Okay. So wherever we want, we can define, table buffers or variables. There is no any restrictions. I need to define my variables only in the starting place and all. Okay. So now what I'm doing, I have created one table buffer for constraints table. Constraints table is the transaction table for the cust table. Okay. So I know that select sum of, I know that field. I would like to get the sum of the amount MST, maybe amount MST from cust trans. So now what I'll do, I'll show that sum, complete total sum. You guys are understanding? So this
Yes,
is
yes.
kind of, we have sum, we have count, and we have average, and we have min or max. That functions we have. You can see them here. You can see examples also here. You come down slowly. You can see like examples. See, to option is to order by or group by class. Okay, sorting ascending by default. Select star from cust table. Order by name. Order by name. Ascending. ASC means ascending. So this we can order the data by using the name in the form of ascending. Okay, when you select statement, it will bring only one record. It will get the first in the order by first record. You will get it. If you use while select, it will get all the records in order by. You can use average. Whatever I have shown you in this, instead of sum, you can see average here. Select average. Value is nothing but it's a field name from cust table. You can print that value. Count. Similarly, we have a concept called cross company. We'll see that also. I'll show you that example. Select from cust table, order by name, descending. Earlier we have seen ascending, this is descending. You can try this all these examples. You will understand. So from here it is starting while select. We'll discuss while select statements also now. Select first cust table. It will get the first record. Order by account num. Based on the account num, it will get the first record. To get the first 10, first 100, first 1000. You can see all those things. There are some more concepts which is really related to this force literals, force nested loop. Okay, and these are all the concepts is related to the SQL injection concepts and all. Force literals. You can try this actually. It's generally we don't use it. It will take the more performance. And if you see, we have group by concept. Okay, for update we have. If you want to update the record, we'll use this for update. We will see that examples. We have group by. Instruct the database to group the selected records by field. So if we have the same field value with similar values, we can group them by using group by. Index we have used it. Index and index and instruct the database. In index, what do we do? Instructs the database to sort the selected records as defined by the index. But if you see this index hint, use the database a hint to use the index to sort the selected records as defined by the index or the hint. Okay, so we have joins also. Joins can be used in while select statements. Min of, max of, we can use it in same like sum of. Similarly, we can use it. You can try all these things. I will show you some of the examples now. Okay. So this is how you'll get it. Like if you want to write like some select star from first table order by account num, you can write like this. You can write like first. Don't specify star. It will take all the fields only. Write like this. So it will take the first in ascending. First record it will take. Okay. Are you guys are understanding or not? So this is how I'll make it. Let me zoom it. Are you able to see my screen clearly? Or it's a small one. Characters.
Yeah, it's fine.
So this is how I'll write. So if I execute, it will show you like output, like how it is getting this amount MST, sum of the amount MST in that complete table, complete all the record sum. Even though it is a single statement, select statement, it will sum for all the records. This is to get the first record. Okay. Then now I'm going to start. Let me run this and show you. Then I'll start the while select statements. By the time, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. There is an error again. It's showing some error. Let me build this and see.
This reference to ledger. It's
It's reference to ledger, right? I'm running now. So after this, we will see while select statements, and we'll see some operations also, like insert, update, and delete operations. You can see the output here in the info here. The first one is it is getting the first record, which we have already earlier we have seen that. So this is the one. Okay. So what is this first one? Yes, 001. Yeah, because we have given the where class, right? So that's why it is taking this specific US 001 record. So for that record, it is showing that customer account and customer group and currency. Okay. The second one is sum of that complete customer transactions amount MST. So this is the one sum. So this is what it is showing. The second one. Third one is I just put the I mean info as like a first it is showing for the amount MST. Select first order by amount account number. I am showing the amount MST. I am sorry. I would have shown some other field. Yeah, it is showing the amount MST. Both values are same. I just showing this one actually. I should take the custody table and I have to show some other values maybe. Okay. So showing the previous buffer value amount MST. That's why it is getting the both same values. You understand? This one the same buffer first transact amount MST I am showing in the second info also. That's why it is showing the both same values. Maybe here I would have keep some other field value, something like this. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
I think so. You're understanding, right? How do we write coding? What kind of code we'll write? How it looks like? At least the basic understanding. It's not basic understanding. We are doing writing some queries and we are doing coding. Okay. The next one. I'm going to talk about while select statements. While select statements are nothing but here what we are doing. We are just getting only the one single record generally in select statements, right? So while select statements is nothing but if you want to fetch the multiple records on the same table. So we'll use the while select statement. While select, I'll select custody table. So that means it will take the custody table records and you have to open the braces and you have to close this. So that means it will keep on loop it until all the records are fetched. Okay. So you can use the same buffer and you can show it on the info. Something like this. Okay. So what it will do, it will show all the records now. Let me run and show you. You understood the syntax? So while select, while select custody table, it will take all the field list. They are not specified anything. If you want to specify, you can specify field list. And if you want to specify whatever we do here, everything we can do the same conditions. You can write where class and you can write, you can put indexes and you can put order by, you can do anything, but it will fetch all the records. If you want to set some conditions, like I need to get it only this specific records or specific group records, you can do all those things also. This will take little time because there will be more records.
I think you have muted your call.
Sorry. So you can see all these records here. Total 36 records. So initially first 3 records are this one. So this one, and this one. Remaining you can see from 4th record you can see all of them actually. All the customer records from the first table. You see here, other than this, from here, from D001, you can see all the records. ES 001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are like up to how many records? It's up to 103. 103, 41. There are some records are missing, so the total records are 35. Other than those 3, that means it's 32. You can see the count also if you want. You can see the count. So you're understanding, right? We can get the record by record by using while loop. Okay. So I'll do one thing now. One more query I'll write by using where class. So I'm writing one more. I'm commenting this. So where custable dot custom group equal to I'm putting 30. Okay, whichever the cust record is having with cust group 30, those records only have to get it. So those records only will get it. So you can write such kind of where classes based on your need. You can write joins also. For example, while select cust table join cust trans where cust table dot account. Now what is the relation between these two tables? Double equal to cust trans dot account num. Then we'll get all the records, matching records. If you want to match with only that specific record, you can write and I'll write this like this. So I'll select cust table and join with constants. Default, if you don't put anything, if you put join, it will consider as a inner join. Okay, we have inner join, outer join, exist join, not exist join. If I put just only join, that means it is inner join. So I'm joining with cust table with constants where cust table dot account num, constants dot account num. So I'm joining with this using this relation. So and cust table dot account num. It is joining, it will fetch all the records, but again among them I just wanted to take only for the account num which is having US001. Okay, so if I put info, so now how many records you will get it? Can you guys tell me? Shall we get one record or multiple records? The customer transaction is having multiple records. Sorry, we should
One
not.
record.
No, not one record. Maybe multiple records because we are joining with custrans. Custrans may contain multiple records for this account, for this customer. So whatever the say for example, if there are like 10 records in custrans with this record with this for this customer, so we will get 10 records. Are you
So,
understanding?
yeah, I'm understanding, but I think
Let me show
customer,
you.
sorry, account number should be a unique ID.
Account number is unique in custable, not in custrans.
Okay.
Okay, customer
Okay, okay,
transaction.
fine, 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 fine,
So
fine. I
one
understand.
customer, I'll have multiple transactions.
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
Okay?
Yeah.
So this is how actually. So what we are doing, once you do this join, based on this join records, it's automatically get the multiple records. Even though you will have only one record in custable, but for that one record, there will be like 10 records in the custrans. We are joining with custrans. So It will get the records from the both matching records, right? From both tables. It will, even though you are showing cust table account number, it will 11 times it will show. How many times it is there in customers, it will show those many times. I'll put one more record maybe from funds. Tail 4 stat. Okay, I'm saving this. This is done. Shall we run and see? And I have commented this, right? And I have come this one also it is set. I'll put some text here to understand using join, so that it will be clear, like this is using where class 30 to understand, to differentiate. You will get multiple records, right? It will get mess. So I'm running now. Let's see. So similarly, we can try other things also. So whatever we are seeing here in the, this is docs help, actually Microsoft docs help. So you can see all the examples and syntaxes here. So still it is running. Once it is done, we'll see the output, how it is getting it. So you can try, once it is done, you can try with the exist join or not exist join or outer join, how the data comes. You can try all those things. We have already discussed about joins, but I'm just showing you one join. Remaining joins you can try. If you have any doubts, you can discuss in the group, WhatsApp group. You can take others' help. Okay. It has got executed. So now you can see here. So it will start from down. So if you see here, these three records are initial records that we know from using where class 30. So how many records are there? You can see 3, 4. There are many records. I am not counting now. You can see all these things. Oh, using join started already. Maybe what we can do one thing. Copy this. Okay. So you can see them actually. So you can see, like, by using joins, how many transactions are there? You can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are so many transactions. You understood, right? How this single
Yeah.
join is working.
Yeah. Is there any function for counting these values like in
Yeah, we can
else?
write. Yeah, we can do that. I told you,
Okay.
right? You can try the count also. You can use simply count. How we are using sum, similarly you can use count. If you want
Okay,
to
fine.
use count, you can simply put count of.
Hmm. Count star from custable like that.
Count of. rec ID. When you write count of, I don't think so it will work. The count of is only, uh, let me try this. Get the count. You can write in different way. If you want to get the count of, you can write like something like this. Select
Like
count of.
if we want to know how many records are there, how many records are present in a
This
different.
is that's what you can write like this. Can you see my query?
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah, yeah.
remove while. You can write like this. So writing
Okay.
in while, it doesn't make sense.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm.
It's error actually. We'll get an error also.
Yeah, because it is looping. It is giving
Mm-hmm.
records here. Hmm.
This is a correct one. And if you want
Hmm.
to select count of rec ID, it's not allowing join. Join constraint.
It will not allow join, I think so, because it will give the count of a particular table only. In like,
Mm-hmm. Joins it cannot how it can count like when it is join is
yeah,
there. So
yeah,
you can generally you can do this. Normal where classes you can use it.
yeah.
If you want to use in this case you can do. For this you can do if you want.
Hmm. Hmm.
Example you can do like this. Rec ID is integer value. That's why I'm taking rec ID because you need to get the count right. So you
Hmm.
have to put the rec ID. Okay.
So I will print rec ID here.
It will give the count, not rec ID.
Okay, count. Yeah, like some they were given.
Mm-hmm. Count of the records.
Hmm.
Sorry, some error was there. For showing some error. When you use this, no, I have to put from. Select count rec ID from. Let me start this one. Done. Now it will work. Let me show you. So I hope you guys are understanding. So you can try different joins and you can try with this aggregate functions and you can try with ascending or descending and group by all those things you can try.
So basically, these queries are used to get some records into a different field from a particular table.
Yeah, of course.
If we use this within forms or something like that, we can get values into that fields.
Yeah. See, wherever you can write your express plus coding, you can write queries. Whether you will write form methods or whether you will write in classes or in table level, it's up to you based on your need.
Okay.
Mm. In form, generally in the form level, we used to write in the execute query. That is this place. It's based on your need again.
Okay.
So you can see its count is
It is
16.
giving 16.
Yeah,
Okay.
other records are there. With the
Hmm.
30 record, so it is giving 16 records.
Hmm.
So this one. The cust table, there are records in the cust table. The cust table, which is having with cust group 30, there are 16 records. Okay. So this is how it works. So one more thing I'll show you, like by using cross company, then we'll close this concept. This is the example. It's important concept. So cross company and data area ID. So save data per company. If you take table level, if you go to any table, okay, we will have a property called save data per company. Take any table. Okay. Save data per company is nothing but Let me open this table in the table browser. I will tell you the background so that you will understand clearly. So if you open any table, if you create a new table or open any table, in a table level, we'll have some 4 standard fields. I think so I have discussed already about this. Um, rec ID, rec version, data area ID, partition. Okay. Just a minute, girls. I'll join in 2 minutes quickly. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I hope you can see my screen. So if you create any table, if you're creating a new table or standard table, whatever the table it is, so in every table we'll have the 4 standard system fields. One is rec ID, rec version. This is the rec ID. Rec ID is nothing but it's a default. Um, you know, it will generate the default unique value in the table. Whether we create our unique field or not, system unique field. Okay, it will generate the sequence number 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Like it's keep on creating. Okay, so this is the rec ID, record identity. Second one is rec version. Rec version is nothing but the default number is 0. Rec version is mainly to maintain that record version. So for example, if you want to maintain this record version, for example, the default when we create it, it will be 0. If some value we have modified it, for example, if I modify some other value here, so instead of tax group NV, I'm changing some other value. So the value will be changed to random value, 0 to some other value. Okay, I'm changing to NJ. So you can see. So I'm saving this. So if you see that it's taking time, I'm not sure it will allow me to change. Line number must be filled in. So it is not allowing. It's some system. I mean some parameters, mandatory things are there to do it. So I'm not doing it. Once you change any value here, it's automatically change this rec version to the some from 560 digits default some random number. So that means by using this rec version, we can capture that each record what values they are changing it. We can, if you want to do that, we can do that. Record versions. Second one. Third one is data area ID. Data area ID is nothing but um, data area ID is nothing but to know. I mean, this is mainly to understand. We have a companies, legal entities, right? We have already discussed about it. So this is USMF. So generally, the companies will have in multiple locations. I mean, like different locations or different places. So I have different branches. I would say in simple way. When you have multiple branches, for each branch or each company, they will maintain as a separate legal entity. So that company related transactions will be into that company. So to differentiate that company data, we'll use the data area ID. So this company data is USMF, so it is storing with the USMF. If you go to some other company, there you can see that company data by using that data area ID. The last one is partition. Partition is nothing but this is mainly to work with the um, data partition. Data partition is nothing but like in hard disk we'll partition like C drive, D drive, E drive, right? Similarly, the complete data based on our need we can partition. So we can create one partition and we can keep like 2-3 legal entities. And we can create one more partition, we can keep one more legal entities. So we can do that. That will give the high security and data security. Okay, and performance also. So generally, most of the time we will go with the same partition. Mostly, no one will go with the multiple partitions. Okay, so these four are important fields. So here the main point is here data area ID. So currently, whenever you run the queries or something here, so when I run this query here, it is taking from the USMF. But when I'm running here in USMF, I want to bring the data from other legal entity also. So that is called cross company. You are in USMF company, but you have to bring the data from other company. That is cross company. So that's where we'll use the cross company concept. And if you go to table level, okay, if you go to any table, the table properties, we have a company called save data per company. Let me show you that. Save data per company. That means default, the data will be stored based on that company only, in that company only. When you are creating a record, it will store the data in that company. Okay. If you don't want like that, if you want to keep all the data in all the companies, irrespective of companies. So if you change this S to no, the data will not be stored in that company. Data will be there in the table. If you go to other company and see there also, you can see that all the data. If you go to some other company and see, you can see all the data, irrespective of the companies. That is the save data per company. So the same, see, actually cross company is something like that. If you want to bring the data, currently I am running my code in the USMF, right? So if I want to bring the data from some other company, USRT and some other companies, we can use the concept called cross company. You can specify that company and you can use it. Something like this. You can see my code now. So custody table, and container is the concept. Container can store the any kind of values. Container is a separate data type. Okay, how we are creating variables and all. By using container, we can create container. This is the container variable. So in this container, we can create multiple values, any kind of values. So what I am doing, I have taken one container. I have stored the two values. One is DAT and DMO. But what I will do, in our scenario, I need to put some other companies. You see my companies, you will understand. So currently we are into USMF. I want to put like, I'll put like, take some other companies. USRT, USPI. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll put USRT and USPI. So because I want to bring the data from these two companies. Okay. So I took two companies, I have defined it. So my container is ready. So what you can do, select cross company. Okay. Select cross company. You have to put here as a cross company, use the colon and put your container. So it will bring, it will bring the data from USMF and from other than the USMF, it will bring the data from USRT and USPI also from custody table. So if you put now, use this here. Custody table already declared. That's why we are getting this error. This is also not needed. This is also fine. Okay. So this is the query, single line query. But what you are doing, you have to, we should know, right? The system should know. I have to get it from other two companies, cross companies. So you are defining your companies here. Okay. So container, you have taken a container and you have added two companies into that, and you are writing this query. So what it will do, it will bring all the data from three companies. So what I am going to do, I am commenting this all the code which I have written in the above from starting. Oh, I need this table buffer, right? I'll comment from here. Okay.
Hello, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Actually, I need to leave now. Okay, I will
Yeah,
check.
not a problem.
Okay,
Not a problem. You carry on.
okay. Bye.
Bye. So
Bye.
this is how I am commenting multiple lines. Okay, I have commented. So what I'm doing now, I'm running this. So it will get the data from three companies. You're not required to, I mean, Lakshman is asking some query. Okay. So we can use config. We have some functions while you are working with the container. We have some functions to get the data from the container. But in this case, we don't have to use any config. We are directly, assigning the values to this container. When you specify this, it automatically takes care these two values. It will take these companies and it will work. We don't have to put any config and get the values. Okay. What is happening? Now you can see the output here. So this is getting only using where class. I think so something wrong here. Oh, using where class. Sorry, I have used only select statement, right? It is getting only one record. So in this case, I have to use while select to get multiple records on multiple companies. Okay. So if you do that, it will get all the records from the three companies, this two and the current company also. So any doubts till now? Anyway, it is executing. We can see the output. And we have a one more concept called change company also. So if you want to get the data from different company, so currently I am into USMF. So on specific on based on my need, based on my need, I need to get one record from the USRT. So there we can use the change company concept. The complete control will go to that company and we will execute that logic and will come out. We can use the change company concept also. Any doubts, guys, till now?
సునీల్ గారు,
Mm-hmm.
నిన్న నుంచి ప్రాక్టీస్ మొదలు పెట్టాను నేను. ఫస్ట్ నేను నాకు డౌట్లు వచ్చేసినాయి. డౌట్లు అంటే మీరు ఎర్రర్స్ వచ్చినాయి.
1 minute. If you want to know, total 44 records came, right? If you want to know from which company which records are getting, you do one thing. Simply you take the cust table and take one more field. Okay, percentile 4, put on one more value like cust table dot data area ID, so that you will understand which record is from which company. If I run and show you, then you will understand clearly. You're understanding what I'm trying to do? So we are getting multiple records, right? So there are some records from the USMF, there are some records from the ESRT, there are some records from the ESP. So in every record, we'll have the data area ID, right? So if you put that data area ID in info, you will come to know easily. Guys, tell me, what is your doubt? You are getting some errors, is it, with the new environment? So you have to create a model. Once you create a model and you have to create a project, and you can
క్రియేట్
create.
చేశాను నేను.
Mm.
మోడల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ కూడా క్రియేట్ చేశాను. విఎస్కి 1 అని ఒకటి పెట్టాను.
Okay.
సొల్యూషన్ ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ లో రావట్లేదు ఏంటండి అది?
Okay. Have
ఆల్రెడీ
you?
నేను
Mhm.
క్లోజ్ చేశాను అది. సేవ్ చేయలేదు అనమాట.
Mhm.
హలో.
We'll see that later, maybe after this training, or we'll discuss after this session. Yeah, hello. It is taking from the two companies. One is from USRT and other one is from ESPI. You can see all these USRT companies in the end of this record. I have put that one more field data area ID. You can see that USRT. So there are some records from USRT and there are some more records from ESPI. You can see them here. If I come down slowly, you can see ESPI. So not from USMF. So even though we are running USMF, it is getting records from the USRT and USPI by using this logic. Okay, I hope you guys are clear with this. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm winding up for today. Then we'll catch up tomorrow.
Okay.